Welcome to another episode of CAT Simplified Lessons. Today we are going to look at section break. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you can get notification of all new videos. Right. When we talk about section break is used when you want to format a particular page or pages from the rest of the pages. Let's take, for instance, we want to only make the first page to be landscape, the rest of the pages to be portrait. Now, because we want only the first page to be portrait and then the rest to be landscape, we need to separate or divide the first page from the rest. And that's what we talk about, the section break. So anytime you want to separate or divide a particular page from the rest of the pages, we use section break. Now, because we want only the first page to be separated, what you need to do is you must insert the break at the bottom of the first page. So the break, you can go to search, that will tell me what to do, or you can go to layout, you see break, and then section break. These are all the section break, but we will use continuous section break. Or you can just go to search, you type section break. So section break, then you see insert page section break, and then continuous. Now, if you want to see whether you have inserted it, you click on show or hide paragraph mark, then you see break. The section break is somewhere here. Right, so we don't need page break, so we can delete our page break. Only section break. Now, when you put section break, the other thing that you need to do, you go to the bottom of the same page, that's the footer, double click on the footer section. Make sure that link to previous is not activated. Then you go to the next page, the header of it. When you click on the header, you realize that the link to previous is activated. What it means is that whatever I do on page 1 will be linked to page 2. So I must remove it because I don't want to have anything associated with page 2 and page 1. So I must remove this link to previous on the header section of page 2. Then I go to the footer section. We say the footer section 2. I remove again the link to previous. So now the section 2 and then section 1 are not linked. So with this, I just go to the section 2. Then I want to change it to landscape. So to change it to landscape, design, layout, orientation, landscape. So now I've changed page 2 and then the one below to landscape. Only page 1 is having portrait. Right, so that's a section break. Now, the same section break, we can also use it. Let's say I want to make only page 2 and page 3 to have watermark, then page 1, and then the rest of the pages should not have watermark. I want this page and that page to have a watermark. So because page 2 and page 3 should be separated from the rest of the pages, what I need to do is, from page 1, I must insert the section break. So section break, then continuous. And then I don't need to put section break here again because I have separated page 2 from page 1. Now page 3 and 2 should be together. So I'll go to the end of page 2 or page 3, and then I put section break as well. So now page 2 and page 3 will be together and the rest of the pages will be separated. So now I need to remove the link to previous. So I will start from page 2 header. Link to previous, I must remove it. Then I go to the footer as well. Link to previous, I must remove it. Right. Then I need to go to page footer section 2. And then it should also be removed. So you must check. Now that I've removed the link to previous on the 3rd page, now section 3 must also be delinked from section 2. So you see here header section 3, and here is section 2. So I have to remove the link to previous to separate section 3 from section 2. So the header of section 3, I must remove the link to previous. And then the footer of section 3, again, I must remove the link to previous. Then after this, I can go to page 2, the footer section, and then I go to the watermark. So insert, when the watermark is from design, watermark, custom watermark. So let me say I want to use the text, let's say section break. Now, when I click on section break, you realize that it's on all the pages. So now I have to remove them. What needs to be done here is to make sure that your header and then your footer is activated. And then you go to the page 1, which I don't need the watermark. So I make sure that I click on the watermark so that it will select the watermark and I press delete. Now, when I delete, that's for page 1. Page 2 is still having it, so I need it. And page 3 having it. So page 4, I don't need it. So I click on it as well. Delete. Remember, if your header and footer is not activated, you cannot delete watermark. Right. So basically, you realize that only page 2 and 3 will be having watermark. The rest are not having watermark. Right. So that's how powerful section break is. Now, our next lesson will be page numbers, different odd and even page numbers. Let's say I want to insert page numbers. Odd numbers should be at the left-hand side. Even numbers should be at the right-hand side. So that's our next topic. Right, so I want to insert a page number. I must make sure that I activate the footer section. Then you see different, odd, and even. You click on it. And then page numbers at the bottom, and then you insert it. Then you go to the even numbers also. So remember, this is the odd one for 1. You go to the first even number, page number, bottom. This I want it to be centered. So you can see that odd numbers are on the left-hand side, even numbers are in the middle. So if the question says maybe play the even number to the right-hand side, you just select, and then you change the alignment. You can get alignment from home tab, you see right, or justify. So right to the right-hand side, this one to the left-hand side. So the trick is you must make sure that you activate different, odd, and even. You start with the first odd page, and then you insert. Then you go to the next page, which is going to be the even page. You insert it also. Right. Now, what if we don't want to number the other pages? Let's say our numbering system should start from, let me open one parent letter. So I have this data, and then I want to number them. Right, I'm getting the page numbers. I don't need page numbers now, right? Now, I want to start the numbering from this page. which is page 3. That means the table of content page and then the first page will not have page numbers. So I want to start numbering from page 3. So because I'm starting from here and then the first two will not have, again, I must insert section break because I'm separating page 1 and 2 from the rest of the pages. So I just go to section break, continue. And then I go to the header, link to previous, I remove it. The footer again, link to previous, I remove it. That means page 3 is separated from section 1, which is page 1 and 2. Then after that, I can go to the section 2, where I must start the page numbering from. And then I go to page numbers, bottom. Let's say I will start from here. Now I'm going to change the format. So I go to page numbers, format page numbers. Now I don't need it to be ABC. I want it to be 1, 2, 3. And now I want to start from 1. So I say start at 1. So meaning here will be 2. When I say start at 1, because they are linked, this page will be taken as 1, and here is 2. So if it's giving this problem, you go there again, format page numbers, start at 0. So this will be taken as 0, and then here will be 1, but then there's no page number over here. So it will be 1, 2, 3. That means we are going to start numbering from page 3, and then the numbering will start from 1. Right. So this is all about section break, and section break can be used to insert watermark on a particular page or to insert page number starting from a particular page, or you can also use section break if you want a certain page to be landscape or portrait different from the rest of the pages. Right. Thank you for your time. Don't forget the data files are there. The comment section, you will find the link to data file. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.